Hello.
And did you just admit to me off camera to owning a piece of what some might consider to be extremist literature?
I certainly did.
Oh, okay, cool. We're not going to go into any further detail on that. I just wanted to
It's the
get that in the
Communist
open.
Manifesto, so it's one of the good
It,
ones.
it is the Communist Manifesto, and there is a copy of it on my Audible account, although it is free on Audible.
Good.
So
It's just what he would have
in,
wanted.
it's interesting that Amazon, of all fucking companies, because they own Audible,
Yeah.
Amazon of all fucking companies are giving away the Communist Manifesto for free.
Well, yes, I thought because it's Christmas, what better game to play than
Jesus Christ.
something that arguably, in the eyes of many people, caused the death of music. Do you have a preference for look?
No.
Right. I will.
I give two shits.
Let's have a redneck. Pale as the driven snow. And that'll do.
While you do that and make yourself look nice.
It looks snazzy.
Yeah.
Yes, so yeah, the gist of this is that we pick songs and then it's like a button, it's like a rhythm game. Um, so because I like to involve you in these things, why don't you pick the song?
Uh, so just to clarify, that'll be I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. I
Yeah,
Want to Dance with Somebody by, was it Whitney?
yeah,
And I'm assuming Twist of the Shout by the Beatles.
yeah.
Do I Want to Dance with Somebody?
Rightio.
Good luck with your first audition. Who's that meant to be?
Kate, what's her face? You ever watch Pop Idol when it was on?
No, it's a bit before my
I did.
interest in proper television, to be honest with you.
Now, fun fact, uh, you won't be able to hear it, but I can hear an actor singing. Now, what's
Oh,
interesting about
okay.
this is they're not very good.
Oh,
And it's supposed to give you an indication of how well you're doing. So if I miss these buttons, they get worse. But it's
the fact that
like
I'm
a
not doing very good
passable
implies that you're
voice.
doing bad.
Well, it's a passable voice at best when you're doing good. Um, so yeah,
I
but
want to
certainly
dance with somebody.
I've never actually won this.
I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Okay, thank you. They are
Oh,
better
oh,
than
oh.
you.
Oh, it's not difficult. I'm not good at singing.
All
All
right,
I am is enthusiastic.
do yourself down.
No, it's not. I'm being honest.
Well, what were you going to say? I think you were leaning into a
About what?
topic. You were leaning into a topic when I was getting set up.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I saw an interesting, for me, thing on. Oh, yeah, that's annoying. On Twitter yesterday,
Did you
maybe the day
really?
before,
God help us. What was it?
and it was someone complaining about EDF, and their complaint about EDF was about they'd been trying to get help from them for ages on a particular matter
Hmm.
to do with the direct debit being increased and them trying to take a few thousand when it should have been a few hundred and all that kind of crap. And someone commented in reply saying that really you need to email them with the word ombudsman in your message and they'll
Yeah, I'll do
go
it.
ahead and
Well,
sort it out.
quickly
And
pick a
EDF
song.
fucking replied to that message, that comment,
Oh, there you go.
as if to prove a fucking point, and it tickled me.
As a
Go with
top tip,
Escape because I would assume that'll be the Pina Colada song.
I can't remember. We'll find out soon enough.
You're deliberately being quiet.
Uh, yeah, it's not. It's not the Pina Colada song,
It's not the
unfortunately.
Pina
That's the
Colada
wrong
song.
button. Yeah, that's a good bit of advice. I think.
Oh, you see, I can't hear you talking, Ben. That's not helpful. I've probably been talking over you for a little while now.
Can you hear me now?
Turns out I can't fucking hear you.
Can you hear me now? You can't hear me now. Shit. Okay. This is not good. Uh, Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish this song, and then I'm gonna try and get in contact with him again. I'm gonna do it now.
Oh, hang on, what have I done?
You
Ben, I
mute.
fucked up.
What did you do?
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
I still can't hear you. Right?
Ah, for fuck's sake. Well, this has been a night of fucking fuck ups, hasn't it? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
No, hang on, I can hear you now.
I was just saying, this has been a night of fuck
At
ups.
least I heard that.
What? Hello?
Hello.
Is that a hello? I can hear you?
I say you're a bit all over the place. You're a bit robotic, but not very. I think it needs to settle down.
I'm always a bit robotic.
There we go. That's better.
Okay, right.
I can hear that now.
Yes, I was saying that the ombudsman tactic is a good one. I had a colleague who had some trouble, or they knew someone who had some trouble with Tesco's, and the good trick is to go to their Facebook profile and make it public, which gets their attention. Thoughts on songs?
That's fair enough. I can't see. It's no longer showing with us options.
Oh
Did you
right,
stop
okay.
streaming?
Yes. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong thing. It's been quite the night for
Oh
fuck
no, it's
ups, hasn't
annoying.
it?
Yeah, it's pissed me off a little bit, but
Hey
there's so
ho,
much we can do about
it's
it.
our usual standard. Yes. So I know
I still can't see.
that's
So bear with
okay.
us.
Yes, I know you, among many other people, think X Factor, which was the successor to Pop Idol, ruined the Christmas #1.
Yes, thank you.
Would you care to expand on that?
Well, I mean, it's complicated because it's not necessarily that it fucked up music.
Uh huh.
It made music less of a. Music stopped being about music for a while and started being about personality.
Hmm.
And okay, there's room for personality in music, but it shouldn't be the whole fucking point. It was a popularity contest dressed up as a music competition, and it's the
Yes.
same fucking thing as Eurovision. It's the same fucking
I
principle.
don't think it is.
Um,
I would disagree with
Again,
you on
you
that
know my thoughts
score.
on that. It is.
Uh,
It is.
I don't think so. I think
You're welcome to.
Eurovision.
I think you're wrong.
Well, that's okay. I think you're wrong. I think X Factor and Pop Island the Ilk is far more corporate,
Okay.
whereas Eurovision is more of just a bit of fun. I mean, obviously there's a corporate element. Oh, I fucked up that last note according to his voice. Yeah, they all say lovely things about me. Um, yes, I agree. Simon Cowell did sort of control the music industry for a little bit, didn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
that
And
really the X Factor was just a PR campaign for the Christmas #1 spots. It sort of became that. Like
yeah,
you had
for
this
so many
person,
fucking years.
you followed them through the process. They won. They got a Christmas #1. They may continue their career for a little while. Um, you got your money's worth. It was sort of a grind. And as far as grinds go, fair dues to Simon Cowell, I guess. Which would you like?
And it's made him money, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't see the options. They've not. It's frozen. Living la vida loca.
Yeah. What you doing?
Upside inside out. Who, me?
Yeah.
What's new? Why?
Oh, I'm just making casual conversation with a friend.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to pull up some detail for one of my conversation topics as well.
That's all right.
Whilst it's loading, because it's one of those things where I need the numbers in front of me, because it makes it a lot more interesting if we've actually got the fucking numbers.
Well, I mean, you spoke very briefly about your video progress. As you know, I put a poll up whether I should do an iceberg video.
Yep.
and the response has been maybe not overwhelmingly positive, but largely positive. I think the fact I put a neutral option in may have affected the overall positive view, but I'm sort of counting them as positives anyway. They're not votes against, are they?
No,
I mean, nobody
they're
who
not going to leave you over it, are they?
nobody who I mean, I got one comment where somebody suggested something, and they seem to have deleted it, which is annoying.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have to put it together mostly by myself, which is not really what an iceberg is about. It's a collaborative thing, I think. But I'll put something on the Reddit, see if I can, or the various soap Reddits, if I can find them, see if I can scare something up. And I do have some ideas of my own. It should be alright. I like iceberg videos, so it's going to be something I dip into every now and then.
Hmm.
You see, someone there got 10%.
Sorry, what was that?
Someone here got 10%, and some other person got 20%, and they were
It's
eliminated.
fucking about. You cut out for a bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, someone here got 10%, and somebody else got 20%. So that shows you the standard of competition. It should be alright for a little while. Let's
So
go.
you're winning.
We're doing alright.
Okay. Oh, do bye.
What topic thing are you looking into?
It's just it's called the Steam review. I don't know if you got one.
Well, I don't really use Steam too much. It was sort of the issue I had with the Spotify Wrapped thing. I don't think I use Spotify. I didn't have varied interests in Spotify to really get anything from it.
No. I mean, it's mostly just stats for Steam.
Yeah, it's still nice to see what happened that year and where you stand. And you played the most of, you know, Hentai Warrior 6 of anybody
How do you
in.
know? Oh, sorry.
It was, I mean, be
Oh
honest,
no,
it's
I don't even know
fair,
that game.
fairly safe guess, Jordan.
It has. I want to. I'm going to give you some criteria for games that are on the list,
Okay.
or for stats. Sorry, on the list, and I want to know if how close you are to the numbers that it has told me based on what you know about me. So the first stat: how many games I played over the course of the year.
Okay. You want me to guess how many games you played?
I want you to guess how many games.
45. Higher or lower? Higher, presumably.
Higher.
145.
107.
Okay.
How many of those do you think were new games? Games that I'd only played for the first time this year.
God, we got the highest score that round.
Impressive.
67.
Close. 72.
That's all right.
Okay, so achievements. How many achievements do you think I unlocked in games? I think I played 107 games.
1,000. Pick a song.
I upsided it again.
1,000 achievements.
Okay, higher.
2,000.
Lower.
1,500.
You see, now you're mixing.
Well, what the fuck do you want me to do, man? 1,747.
No, 1,109.
Right.
I didn't expect you to jump so much higher than 1,000 after you said 1,000.
Okay.
Apparently, I got 1,109 achievements across 78 of the games I played. Have a guess how many rare achievements I got. That is achievements with less than 10% of the players having those achievements.
20.
More.
21.
Now you're doing the opposite, mate.
70.
That is your closest yet. It was 99.
It's not my closest yet. The 67, 72 one.
No. I mean, on that particular guess.
Okay. Oh, all right. Fair.
You went from 20 to 21 to 70, whatever it was.
Fair dues.
Okay. What is the longest streak that I've had. So how many days in a row I played a game on Steam?
How many days in a row you played a game on Steam?
Yes.
17.
No. Higher.
24.
Quite a bit higher.
181.
Not quite that high.
190. 91. That's
No,
just
it was 100.
91.
It was 131.
Okay. Okay.
And it was from April 9th to August 18th.
This is
And in
where it
that time,
gets
apparently,
tricky. What would you
apparently in
like?
that time,
Would you like some fast love, or are you like a
no, like a
virgin?
virgin. Do like a virgin.
Touched for the very
That was
first time.
that was across 54 games apparently.
Uh-huh.
What do you think my highest played game was?
RuneScape.
It was RuneScape with 23% of my playtime. How many times do you think Steam says I played the game over the course of the year?
God, I'm not doing very well. 500.
You know, you didn't fall into the trap I thought you were going to fall into of picking a number for less than the days in a year. Apparently, I played it 443 times.
Okay.
Now, there were times when it would crash on me, so I'd have to close it and reopen it. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Apparently, I played Bloons Tower Defense 696 times and
Yeah.
Stardew Valley 36 times.
Lovely stuff.
Apparently, my achievements, I got that 1,109. The Steam median, do you want to hazard a guess at what that is? What the number is?
No. What does that mean? What am I guessing?
It's the average across Steam
For what?
for achievements that people unlocked in the course of a year.
Um,
So my result was 1109.
300. It won't be that. It'll be like 70 or something.
16.
That's far more reasonable. I don't know whether I did
That's
too well
fucking
on that one.
ridiculous that I only got that I exceeded that by so many. I played 107 games, different games. What do you think the average number of games people played was?
5.
Almost, it was 4. You're pretty fucking close.
Oh.
As we discussed, my longest streak was 131 days. What do you think the average streak was?
20.
5.
Okay. I can't believe I'm doing so well.
In the game or in my guessing?
In this game, I mean, I'm slipping. I was second from the bottom. It's difficult to concentrate when I'm trying to have a conversation, but that being said, I wasn't exactly doing much better on my own. Oh, look at that snazzy fellow. Well, this might be our last chance, so let's go full white. What would you like?
Let me entertain you.
Oh, this is going to be a fucking nightmare.
Apparently, 12% of my games were new releases.
Okay.
Which games that came out this year, naturally. 23% of games were games that were released 8 or more years ago. And the rest were obviously. I played a third of all the time I played on RuneScape in November. Which makes sense because there was double XP in November. 56 of the achievements I unlocked were in Bloons Tower Defense. And apparently, of all the time I played Project Zomboid, it only took up time in July, August, and September. All the time I spent playing Starfield was in September. I got 41 achievements in that.
Lovely. I remember you talking a great deal about Starfield.
Yeah, it was something that a lot of people were looking forward to.
I don't think I did too badly on that one.
I should think you probably didn't. About a third of my time was on the Steam Deck. And about a third of the games were on the Steam Deck.
What I get? 86%. That's very solid.
Decent.
Don't fuck me, Kate. Don't fuck me. I think I got through. Okay. So if against someone who got 92%.
Good luck to that.
Let's switch to purple. Right.
So is this
Well,
your last time?
yeah.
So just to conclude, because I've only got one last thing to say on this. What all that really adds up to is that I played a lot of fucking games compared to most people.
You did.
And when you consider that I was doing a different game per week for most of the year, that adds up to a lot of games. So that makes sense. But the rest of it is personal entertainment. So
Mm.
I played a lot. Oh, and these videos, of course.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, how much of Shadows of Doubt have you played?
I don't think it's specified. I can have a look. We'll do this, man. I'll have a look while it's doing that. While you're doing it. So, go with Suspicious Minds.
Okay, I'm just opening the Dr. Pepper.
Okay, doke. I've got some Dutch there as well.
Well, I had a meal deal.
Hmm.
See, for Dindins. Um,
Hmm.
it'll be a Chinese tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. Suspicious Mind, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Fuck. Don't you lose it, you prick. Don't you fucking lose it. I think we've lost it.
Unfortunate.
That's the best I've got. I don't think we've won it.
No.
No. They're all being mean now.
Well, because they expect better, don't they?
I mean, it would be great if there was a final of a show like this and one of the contestants just completely fucked it.
Mm. No doubt
Oh
we would
well.
still win.
Yeah, we're not winning with that.
What's the 85% next to you say? What was that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
Because obviously you said 67%.
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. Maybe that's. I don't know. Is that what they got? Is that what our average was?
Maybe it's percentage of hits or something.
Well, we came second, so I guess we're getting a good career in musical theatre or something.
No, you'll still have a number one. Probably have a better career than the winner.
Possibly. Let's play as a
Shadow,
lady.
Shadow of Doubt, 2% of all my playtime. Half of it was in May. The rest of it's been since October, which makes sense because that's when we started doing the videos for it. I think.
Mm.
26 sessions total, and I only started playing it this year.
What would you
So,
like? Oh, yeah.
what did we do last time? Do I Will Survive?
No love for Twist and Shout then.
Not this time. I'm expecting there to be another.
Well, yeah. We'll see if we can't win at least once.
Oh my god! All the time I spent playing Hogwarts Legacy was in July. Jesus.
Hmm. Do you know who the first winner of the X Factor was?
Uh, I'm assuming that wasn't the year with. No, I don't. I don't
It
know.
was Steve. I want to say Brook and Shear or something.
Okay.
Um, you know what he's doing now?
Cruise ships.
Yeah,
How did I get that?
we may have mentioned it before, but yeah, he's singing on cruise ships.
It's a strong indicator of how your life is going to go if you end up on one of these fucking shows.
Well,
Isn't
I
it?
don't know. Some people have done pretty well out of it.
Well, yeah, but
You know, if you manage your
realistically,
finances well and you play the game, you can get. You may not be a huge star, but you can get something cushy. I mean, the cruise ship life is not to be scoffed at. You know, you see a bit of the world. I mean, nobody probably knows who he is.
well, I shouldn't think most people know who he is.
No. Have you got that experience? What is the 30%? 30% excellent?
I don't know. It doesn't. It's confusing, isn't it?
30%. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Oh,
We
hang
got
on.
25 big green smiles.
So where does that equate to 30%?
30% of the total.
That's not 25 out of all those different shapes. It's not 35.
Only,
30%, is it?
I don't know. I don't do maths so good.
33 of there's 33 of them. 34 of them, sorry. So 30% of 34 uh, is what? It's about 9, 10.
Right.
Maybe it's how many of them weren't excellent.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's confusing.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be confusing, but it is.
Right. Let's change up our wardrobe. That'll do. We'll show up in our pants.
Don't do it, don't care. Don't do it.
Yeah. Let's do evergreen then.
Yeah, I do have a green. Hmm. Have you heard about the game known as The Day Before?
It rings a bell.
It's been a bit of a controversy.
Is it actually about
Um,
the day after?
no, it's much bigger controversy than something as stupid as that. This
I feel
is.
personally judged by my
You
funny
should.
little suggestion. All right, sorry. What is it? Go on.
It, it's a game that had been really hyped up by fucking everybody that was
Yeah.
involved in it, and a lot of the major games journalism sites, including IGN, who is the biggest fucking games journalism site.
Mm.
Like, anyone who knows anything about games journalism, if you tell them to pick an organization, odds are IGN are in the first three that they mention, right? And this game was released. The gist is that um, all the details about it have been a bit suspicious for a while. So they've been, what's the word? How to put it? It's looked a lot like imitated footage from other games.
Plagiarized, allegedly.
Not as it's
Whoa,
that flirt.
Nelly, 100%.
It's that dangerous area between.
So
I wonder if
average counts
35
as
is
good.
maybe your 35% is the streak of the excellence.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Well, it's interesting to know that average counts as good.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. Or maybe because there's so many of them, it doesn't lose the percentage. Although
Probably.
it should do. I don't know. Anyway, so no, the day before.
What's it
It's been
about?
hyped up. It's meant to be an open world zombie survival online game sort of thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those that I was that interested in.
What did you pick last time? Thank you, right?
Yeah, and so this game's come out, and it's not what it was advertised to be. It is absolutely not an open world zombie survival game because there's barely any zombies. It's not that massively multiplayer like it's meant to be because you can only have up to 32 people, and it's actually not even open world.
They don't. They
Right.
won't like that, will they?
Well, the thing is, it went live, and then a couple of days later, the company that made it doesn't exist anymore. They've
God.
taken the money and ran, basically.
It was all a big scam, allegedly.
It
Well, it
was
probably wasn't. They
absolutely.
probably just got in way over their head. I mean, I'm inclined to believe most things aren't scams. It's just incompetence, and then
The fact that they
people get called out and they panic.
they have done a runner,
Mm.
basically. They oversold, they underdelivered, and they've done a runner.
I mean,
It's one of the. It's a lot of people are calling it scam, and I don't know enough about it
I mean, I
to
don't
really
blame
comment.
them, but as I
It does
say,
look like a scam.
never attribute to malice that which could be attributed to stupidity.
The the people on. While I was eating my tea tonight, I was watching a video on Second Wind about it,
Mm.
and they were calling it a scam. And I'm inclined to agree with them
Well,
more than I.
if they say that, then that's a big tick in the scam box, isn't it?
They were saying that they weren't entirely sure who was scamming who, but they're fairly confident it's a scam because um anyone who wants to get a refund, regardless of any criteria that would have stopped them getting a refund normally, is allowed to get a refund. Just blanket acceptance. Doesn't matter. When it comes to Steam, if you've owned the game for so long already, and if you've played it for more than 2 hours, you're not eligible for a refund anymore. But they're saying that regardless of how long you played the game for, you can still get the refund because of the situation.
Good, I'm
So,
sure.
so the average person that bought the game isn't being scammed because they have the potential. They can get their money back, no questions asked, right? So they've not been fucked over.
Who are they getting back from? They're getting it back from Steam, right?
I would assume it'd probably be from Steam. Yes.
I mean,
So
the
Steam.
percentage that goes to the developer, or the payment that was given. I don't know how it works. It may work on you get a chunk of every game sold.
I think it does work like that. Yeah.
I mean,
Like
they still got that money.
Apple yeah, absolutely. But like the consumer, it isn't directly losing out. It's the
No.
So
I mean,
it would be places like Steam that are getting fucked over, and anyone who invested in it. Now that particular company, they were involved in. They made a game called Wild 8, which I think I actually own.
Have you ever played it?
I don't know. I'm just going to double check now. Yes, I do. I do own the Wild 8, and apparently I played it for 33 minutes.
Okay.
I think I probably got inclined to play it again and just forgot to go back to it. Because that was like 4 years ago.
All right.
But no, they apparently that was Kickstarter funded.
Oh well.
And obviously, if you get kickstarted, and then the thing doesn't go to plan, the people who've invested don't get the money back, do they?
No.
They lose it because they've invested it in something that just happened that the thing failed. So, yeah, it could have been a lot worse than it was, and it would have been a lot worse 10 years ago, just because of the way the systems exist in terms of like the refund policies that are in place nowadays. Because I think Cyberpunk perhaps has a lot to play with this, because when Cyberpunk was released, it was so much worse than was advertised.
Yes, I recall hearing of that.
PlayStation were giving refunds back, no questions asked, because it wasn't sold as it should have been, right? So I think precedents like that have really helped people not be as fucked over by this. And the fact that I think the stat that they were saying in the video was that 47% of people have claimed a refund at that point. And some people probably like the game, right?
Yeah.
Because some people are very easily pleased. But it does not sound like it's a very good game.
No.
They said it was a poor game. What was it? It was a disappointing game in the correct description. Like if they described it as what it was, it'd be disappointing for that. It's an outright awful game in the way that they've described it. So that's something that there's definitely an iceberg video on available. You could the one I saw just seemed like it was touching the tip.
What do you mean iceberg video on what?
On the day before, and the situation around that. That
probably.
feels like something that would absolutely.
Yeah, you've seen iceberg videos, haven't you? You have.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't really seem like your sort of thing. I mean, I like stuff like that because you cover. It's like it's one of those shotgun videos where you cover an awful lot of topics in a very short time.
I suspect I've probably seen one just as a sort of.
Well, you don't have to watch mine, obviously.
Oh, I don't plan to. In fact, I even responded to your poll.
What'd you say?
No, it doesn't matter what I said.
No, I want to know.
Well, you'll never know because I deleted my comment.
No, you didn't.
No, it wasn't me. I mentioned my indifference. I did the indifferent option.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'd want to know if you didn't know, because I sort of, you're not, you know, proper, are you? You know what I mean? You're not a real person.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not a real person. Are you? Are you? What are you doing on Christmas Day? Because obviously for our viewer it's happened, but it's not happened for us yet. What are you? What are you doing on the day?
Well, I shall wake up early and have my traditional Christmas breakfast, which is smoked salmon, croissants, and schlur.
Okay.
I shall have a vape. Maybe I'll return to bed for a time. My sister is coming over. We will have Christmas dinner because
That's a point. Sorry, sorry to interject, but I keep getting. I'm not going to, but I keep getting your sister recommended as a friend on Facebook.
uh,
Like every time I see it, it's like, why is it recommending? And obviously it's because I know you, right?
yeah,
But it seemed odd, but it literally keeps
yeah,
recommending.
don't. It would be weird.
It would be weird. It's not going to happen.
We're very
I'd
different
rather have
people,
you.
my sister and I.
I would
She's.
absolutely. Right. Well, she looks a lot different to you
Mm, what's that meant to me?
based on. Well, like from what I know of what you look like, and from what that every time it pops up, it has a picture of her as well.
Yeah,
Because it does a picture of a person and their name, doesn't it?
yeah.
And you might know this person. So every time that comes up, I think she looks nothing like Ben. Do they have the same parents?
Well, we have the same forehead, so she's got more hair. Fuck.
I mean, it does, hide it somewhat.
Oh well. I'll be the Uggo.
I mean, I thought it would be weird if I said that you were the ugly one, but yeah, of the two of you.
Ouch.
Well,
Well.
get over it.
Uh.
Um,
I
so yeah, carry on. You'll have what was it? You'll have your dinner. Christmas
Yeah,
dinner.
we'll open presents after that because Mum has decided
Oof.
to insist on doing that these days, which is all shit.
Really,
Um,
it's not traditional.
we'll probably play parlour games. I'll escape at some point to watch Ghosts and Doctor Who because I sure as shit ain't doing it in a fucking crowded living room with people talking.
Right. I'm weighing up whether I introduce the boy to it for the Christmas episode or whether I watch it by myself. The Are you going to take any opportunity to ask someone where the turkey is?
No,
No? Is that because they wouldn't get it, or because
because I
you just
wouldn't
don't
get
want them
it.
to go through? Well, that is a shame.
You're laughing at the fact I got 69%. Oh, I failed. Fuck you. Well,
Yeah, big fail. How long were we going?
I don't know.
Can't have been that long.
41 minutes. Let's
Wow,
do
that's
some
longer than I thought.
endurance, shall we? Fuck it, it won't matter. Let's just carry on with her.
And so we are back from outer space.
Yeah, I think well, I haven't really played much of endurance, but I guess we just have to keep the thing closer to the thumbs up than the thumbs down.
Yeah, and keep going to get high score on it and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Uh,
Well, sure you'll do half decent.
you got any more topics?
Few. I was trying to work out where we got up to with Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah, and then we'll
I'm
play parlor games, and then I'll go to bed.
I'm nipping out in the morning to the boy's grandmother's.
Is he coming
And
with?
then, yeah, of course he is.
Uh,
Where else am I going to go? It's just me and him at home, isn't it?
yeah. Oh well, I suppose
So he's got to go with me.
you couldn't leave him, could you?
Not for something like that.
Not
I
with
feel
his
badly.
habit
Get
of
the pins
playing with
out.
matches.
thing we want. Harrowing Inferno. In this block of flats.
Still wouldn't be the worst Christmas,
no,
would it?
Well, probably not,
Yeah.
So we're gonna go there, and then we're at my partner's for dinner, like we mentioned. Not sure how long for. I think they were gonna go out.
Well,
So we'll probably go home when they go out, or before, so they can get ready and stuff like that. I got asked to provide crackers.
alright.
I did say to let me know if there's anything else they want me to get, because obviously, you know.
Well, I'm glad everything's still
Christmas
working out alright on that front.
Yeah, of course it's going to.
Very high opinion of
I'm
yourself.
involved. Well, I have a very high opinion of myself because it's validated by the things that people who actually matter say.
How dare you?
Oh, start mattering.
Fuck you, you're so full of it.
Start mattering, and then maybe I'll give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You hide your emotions, but I know what you're like. You can't fool me,
like.
mate.
You're a plonker.
There we go. He's breaking out the curse words, and he. Now that
You're a
I've touched a
dafty.
nerve.
You're an absolute dafty. You are. You're dafty.
Whoa.
You're so daft.
All right.
You got your daft face on.
Back it in, you fucking prick.
Your daft haircut.
You haven't
You're such a
seen
cockwomble.
my haircut.
I don't need to. I bet it doesn't hide that forehead, does it?
No. Well, hey ho. You.
So, I've read in the news.
As we get older, we mature about these things. See.
I'd read in the news that there'd been a fire.
Did you really? Where?
At a park.
Where?
A play park. And very specifically, this play park was one that I used to frequent on occasion whilst I was in college.
Right.
Which is the only reason it caught my attention.
What a fascinating topic.
Oh, I'm a twat sometimes.
Please. What are the circumstances of this fire?
I don't know, and I don't care. The thing it was going to lead on to was:
Okay.
Have you ever, after a
Burned
fact,
down a playground? No. No, go on. I'm sorry. Finish your sentence.
You really are a cunt sometimes.
No, I'm not. Oh, stop it.
You are.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please finish your sentence.
You want me to come out with these conversation topics?
No, all right.
And then before I get to the fucking meat of it, you try and cut me off and take the fucking piss.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please go on.
Have you ever, after it's stopped being a thing that matters to your life, ever seen somewhere that like used to have some sort of meaning to you in the news? Like an old place of education, or like
No.
a place of work or something. No?
No.
Never? Okay, fair enough. I thought, because I can't think of anything other than this one particular thing, right? Which is a very niche situation. But
Yeah, it's a bit niche, isn't it?
Well, you know, because it could have been quite interesting.
Yes. But no, to answer your question, I haven't.
No. I suppose, I mean, how much news do you actually look at?
Not enough. Certainly not a lot. No local news.
Well, to be fair, it defaults me to Lincolnshire for the local stuff on the BBC. I didn't set it. Was it assuming that I'm Lincolnshire? Even though most of Lincolnshire is considerably north of here. He heard about Donald Trump.
Yeah, this court case said he was was not eligible to run for the nomination. But they also said they couldn't really enforce it, especially if he was like as a writing candidate. And he's taking it to the Supreme Court. But interesting.
Supposedly because. So
no, you go on.
Supposedly because he he was involved in the insurrection attempt when they stormed the Capitol because of his incitement that
Yes.
he's not eligible, and it's some weird, not very often used 14th Amendment thing, and which I absolutely endorse from using
Yeah.
stupid things like that, because it's the kind of thing that they use for every other fucking argument under the sun. So it'd be sensible for it to be used for something decent for once.
Well, what I think is interesting is that the majority of that court, maybe even all of that court that delivered the verdict, was Republican-led.
Well, you see, I'd heard
So
that they'd been appointed by
it was his own.
Democrats.
Not what I heard. It was Republicans who had made this decision.
It was tight. It was a 4-3 vote. So, it doesn't...
Again, that's not what I heard. I thought it was a lot more one-sided than that. But I'm probably wrong.
And I'm basing it on...
I'm probably wrong.
I can find the article.
No, it's fine.
I'll find the article, isn't it?
Okay.
We can check it, can't we?
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Colorado Supreme Court has ruled, blah, 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 blah. The court ruled 4-3 that Mr. Trump was not an eligible candidate.
Right.
It doesn't stop him running in other states, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's hardly anything, is it?
The decision, which has been placed on hold pending appeal until next month, only affects Colorado. Other attempts in New Hampshire, Minnesota, and Michigan have failed. Yeah.
I'd say I don't fancy Biden's chances in this next election.
No, I'm not entirely convinced.
He doesn't seem to have done much of any value. He sided with Israel, which has pissed off a lot of people. He's broken the bulk of his campaign promises, and he can't control his own Senate. Despite having, decades worth of experience within the Senate. He doesn't seem to be able to manage his own team. Plus, he's old as fuck.
Yeah, it's not helpful, is it?
I don't think he's fully appreciated the position his country is in. You heard about this Project 2025? No?
No, I haven't.
Well, the gist is that Republicans, if they win the White House, are planning to flood public offices with as many right-wingers as they humanly possibly can. Just hold on to power that way. It's very, it's concerning. But,
yeah, it is a bit.
The Democrats will have nobody to blame but themselves, and they'll try to aim it at the left for voting third party, but it's entirely their own fucking fault.
We as a, not we, they the people, have got a difficult situation coming up as to how to vote.
Well,
and it shouldn't be that difficult.
Well, it's not. I mean, there is a right answer. The right answer is Biden. It's just not a nice. It's just not a. It's not a good answer, and he doesn't deserve to win.
I think I know. I think I've worked out how this game mode works.
Yeah.
I think you need to be above the little marker on the bar when it finishes.
I don't know where the little marker is. Oh, I see it.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Well, they had God knows how many chances to codify Roe v. Wade to protect that, but they didn't over the decades. And I think the reason why they didn't, well, it's been suggested by other people that they didn't because then they could use it as a way to rally votes. You'd say, well, if you don't vote Democrat, you're going to lose that. You know, if they protected it, they wouldn't have that draw anymore, would they?
Well, I mean, there's protecting stuff, but with all the way that. But the American Constitution is something that has really fucking baffled me, in the sense that they talk about how absolute it is and how it's the foundation of absolutely everything, and we can't change
Well,
it.
it
And they make
wasn't.
all these fucking amendments, don't they?
Well, it was intended as a living document.
I absolutely
I think there's
intended
a
that, and
difference
that's
between
fine.
adding stuff and changing stuff.
Well, I mean, they're called amendments, Ben. If it's whether it's a misnomer or not is irrelevant. They are things that keep getting they
Added.
keep impacting the way that it.
Yeah, they're added
Yeah.
rather than changing stuff that's already existing. Or removing stuff that's already existing.
To, I mean, it's fucking stupid, isn't it?
Well, it's only gotten worse. I mean, America is really it's getting close to breaking point, to be honest.
Well, they say that thing about empires, don't they?
Yeah, I mentioned that before on here. The average age of an empire is like 250 years, and America's past that.
Hmm.
It's coming up to it. You know, rent is through the roof. The pay is ridiculously low. Nobody's earning enough to live. Human rights are being scaled back. There's corruption at almost every level.
Yeah, it's not good. But I mean, we don't live there, so why do we care?
Well, no, it's going to get worse. Have you heard about NHS dentistry?
I'd heard that it was someone that I saw an article headline about it, but I didn't bother reading it because
Yeah, I
I
mean, they
do
said
the
it's
gist from the.
as we know it, it's gone.
Yeah, that's it. That's probably
You know, we
what the
lost
headline
that.
says.
God knows what else we're going to lose. We're going to fucking do a thing. Jesus.
Tell me why.
God, she really is a bad singer.
Tell me why.
I'm not even doing that, man. Yeah, I just hear the Chris
Tell me
Chan
why.
version of this. You
Oh
know,
God, don't.
where they, you know, it's called a boyfriend-free girl.
Oh, that's you've only just barely managed that there.
Yeah.
I think of Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Mm.
and what I think was the first ever clip of Brooklyn Nine-Nine that I saw.
Uh,
I think that's all my topics.
Lovely.
So yeah.
Well, I shouldn't think it'd be too long before I fall out of this.
Ooh, baby, baby. In the sun.
Yeah, for someone who says they don't have a good singing voice, you sure are singing a little bit.
Pardon?
For someone who says they don't have a good singing voice, you sure are showing it off.
Well, I entertain myself. I'm enthusiastic. I'm not good, but I enjoy it.
Well, you know, I think the formula for cringe is enthusiasm minus talent.
Yes, well, it all depends on what the purpose is, isn't it? It's not like I'm trying to profess that I'm good at at the singing. I'm very
No,
freely acknowledge what I'm not.
that's
There's no
true.
subterfuge involved. It is merely I'm having a bit of fun.
Well, then you have fun.
I will.
I don't even know what
I don't know
song
what
they're singing because I'm just focusing on pushing the buttons and I'm failing that.
you are failing that. I don't know the song either.
Fast love.
Fast love. But if you're looking for fast love, I don't know how it goes.
Okay.
Like tune wise, and I can't hear it. So
Oh, I'm so glad I've got 2 weeks off. I'm gonna try and get a good amount of stuff done.
Oh yeah. I don't think you've made it, Ben. I think this might be out.
Uh,
Oh, okay. It's hard. It's uncertain how high up the bar you actually need to
mm,
be.
well, it's only gonna get harder.
Because it's getting faster, isn't it?
Yeah, and got the doubles.
You seem to struggle with the doubles.
Well, it's sort of oh fuck, it's sort of difficult sometimes to. Got an A coming up, and a B down there, a B up there.
Like a virgin. Oh,
God, she's butchering that.
you know this song is about a man with a massive cock, right?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But that's what they said in Reservoir Dogs.
Uh huh.
I was talking Tarantino films with a colleague yesterday,
Well, you really?
or maybe the day before. But yeah, we were talking about them. Because it's important to talk to people about things.
It is. I enjoy a good relationship with all my colleagues.
I don't really talk to some of them all that often, but it's just the way it works. Like that's not. I'm only in the office half the time, so there's only a 50% chance I'll be in the office with them at the same time. And even then, really, it's not really 50% because they're only in half the time as well. And some of them don't sit in a location where it's viable for us to have a conversation. Well, that doesn't stop people. There was a lot of wandering about today. But we had the music on and stuff like
Well,
that, so
it's getting close to your
it's a
breaking
more
up, isn't
relaxed
it?
day. Well, we don't really break up, to be honest with you.
Well, we were in jeans.
Again, you grasp for you keep acting like we have some serious time off, but we don't.
Do you not?
No,
When are you?
I'm off on Friday. I'm off on Friday and Monday, and that's it. And the only reason I'm off on Friday is because I'm working the Tuesday instead of having the Tuesday off.
Gosh.
So with your 2 weeks off,
Well,
some of us carry on working.
I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
It's fine. I'm used to it. I'm not. It's not like I'll be doing anything of that importance anyway. It's just we made a point of everyone being in today, which is not something that we've had since pre-COVID.
Hmm.
We all came into the office so we could do a Secret Santa thing.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it was alright. It was a bit warm in there. That room's not had that many bodies in it for a long time. And it was noisy, but not the good kind of noisy.
Oh.
And I had a lot of shit I needed to get done today. And I managed to get most of it done, but it wasn't as successful a day as I'd hoped. So stuff has dragged into tomorrow. I'd expected, but I hadn't hoped. I didn't think it would. I was hoping it would, be done and out of the way.
Yes,
Because it's harder for me. I'm working from home tomorrow, which makes it a lot harder for me to do some other stuff.
Yeah. I've had. Well, I did my best to get everything in a position to get into it next year, but I don't know, man.
And my shit will all be sorted out tomorrow, I should think, unless something drastic happens. But
Well,
it's,
we had
all
to.
math stuff.
We had to book tomorrow and the 4th of January off using our own annual
Okay.
leave.
Okay.
Bit annoying, but I'm pretty sure we've all done it. I think some of our... I know one woman in finance is coming in. You know what finance are like.
Well, yes, seeing as I fucking work for
Busy as
have done for
fuck.
the last 11
This
years.
might be us.
And
Hey,
I
we're out.
shouldn't think it's I shouldn't think you're busy. It's anywhere near the same as that busy, but yeah,
Well, our finance busy is as busy as your finance busy.
I doubt that.
Well, maybe, who knows. Okay, so... thank you, Kate Garraway. I don't think it is Kate Garraway. Well,
I don't know.
I think we've been going long enough on this. So do you have any thoughts on Pop Idol? No, we are an idol of pop.
I am not an idol of pop in any way, shape, or fashion. Nor does pop idolize me,
Well, thanks for joining us. If you did, I'm gonna.
which you probably didn't.
I think I'm right in saying that the week after this video comes out, it's the new year, so I will be starting a new full game playthrough, and I am going to do all of it. I've decided. I'm not only going to do part of it.
Oh, okay.
So buckle in. I don't know.
Is it the one that you recently finished again?
Yeah, it's the one you and I
Okay.
spoke about
You know, I actually installed that
with
after
the long boring bit.
I installed that after we'd spoken.
Yeah, I have to play with keyboard and mouse, so I am sort of looking forward to it. I do enjoy the game, but we'll get onto that when we get onto that. So yes, once again hope you had a good Christmas and have a lovely New Year. And
Mazel tov.
bye. Oh yeah, happy
Bye,
Hanukkah
everyone.
and various happy holidays, etc.
Isn't Hanukkah over?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Bye.
Bye.